Hi, I'm Gary from Marsh Decorators, and today on behalf of Trade Decorator TV, I'll be reviewing this product here. It's the Owatrol Deco multi-surface paint. Before I do that, could you please subscribe to the Trade Decorator TV channel, hit the bell button at the top of the page and be notified of all future reviews by the team, and please feel free to comment below if you've used the product before. If you have any questions, we're always happy to answer them. Okay, so a few little facts about this paint, Owatrol Deco. Like I said, it's a multi-surface paint that can be applied to all surfaces, including plastic, wood, metal, ferrous and non-ferrous metals. It can be applied directly onto rust, providing you obviously remove all the loose particles first and take things back to a hard edge. It's a high gloss flexible paint which does not peel or flake, which is a good point to note. It comes in 10 colours and is available in half a litre, 2.5 litre and 20 litre tins, and takes about 24 to 48 hours before you can second coat it, depending on the temperatures and the humidity around where you're working. And it will withstand temperatures of up to 175 degrees once it's fully cured, so it can take some sunlight on that. Points to note before you use it: new galvanised surfaces must be primed with Owatrol oil beforehand. On previously painted coated surfaces, you can spot prime with this, or you can spot prime with the Owatrol oil. On the project I'll be spot priming with this, because there's only a few bits and pieces of bare metal, and it's not rust where I'm painting, it's like just bare metal really, so this will be perfect for spot priming. Where I'll be using it on a balcony on the River Tyne. It's open to all the elements, so I need a product that's going to withstand that. I need it to be really hard wearing, good coverage, because I want to do the job in 2 coats, because it's an off-white at the moment, and this is like a brilliant white I'll be using. So, and with it being a gloss paint, I'm always wary what the coverage is like, because in my head you always need an undercoat first, but this is you just use this product by itself. So it'll be interesting to see how it covers over the surface I'm painting. Obviously I don't want it to peel or flake, because I want it to last for the customer, because obviously the person who did it last time, it doesn't really last that long. It's flaked and peeled in quite a few places, so I'll give it a good sand down. And I want a very good gloss finish at the end of the day, so I'll be interested to see how it goes on. So the next video you'll be seeing is on site using the paint, so we'll see how it goes. Okay. Okay, so we're here in South Shields on the River Tyne, just 2 miles upstream from the North Sea. We're very open to elements here. In the winter it gets a flash of wind and rain. This summer gets quite a beating in the sun. So I want a paint that's going to withstand all these elements. This is what we're painting today. It's a balcony overlooks the river. As you can see, the paint's breaking down in places, so once a good sand back to a hard edge, any bare bits spot primed prior to any paint going on. We've also got this canopy above, which is metal. It's paint also. So like I said, I want a paint that's going to withstand all these heavy elements in the northeast weather. So we'll get started and get the Owatrol Deco opened and see how it goes. Okay, so here we go with the first coat. It's all been sanded down and it's ready to go. I'll be using a mini roller and a brush to cut in, and I'm keen to know how well it covers, because obviously with gloss multi-surface paints, sometimes with it being a gloss finish, it hasn't the best opacity. So let's see how it goes on. First impression, it's covering pretty well. You can see by that there. As you can see, the surface I'm putting it on, I'm putting like a white, brilliant white, on top of a light grey surface, which is obviously discolored with time. Yeah, so it's covering pretty well. I'm happy with that. So here we are, 24 hours later. second coat. It's quite windy today, so I hope you can hear us. I had a good feel around and it's all quite hard. I was expecting it still being a bit sticky because obviously with being gloss finish, but it's all quite hard, so we'll start with the second coat. Going on quite smooth, covering well, not pulling at all, which I was glad about because oil-based paints these days tend to pull even if it's 24 hours later. That seems to be going on quite well. Quite happy with the finish there. So get the rest of this second coated and I'll let you know my thoughts on the paint later on. Okay, so what's my thoughts on Owatrol Deco multi-surface paint on the job I used it on? I was pleasantly surprised, more so with the coverage, because I've mentioned previously about the gloss finishes. They always, in my head, need an undercoat first to bonder a surface or a primer. Obviously it's been a two-coat system. The first coat bonded really well. Next day it was rock solid and it heated the surface really well. The second coat again I was dubious because when I've glossed on gloss in the past it hasn't covered very well, it's like skidded over the top. But this as you saw by the video, the second coat went really solid, so I was really happy with that, and so again was the customer, which I was even happier about. Obviously the product, like I mentioned earlier, it doesn't peel or flake, so I'm hoping this is going to last a good while, and I've got full faith in it because I went back a couple of days later to see if it hardened off pretty well and it had gone rock solid, so that was all good. For the price of £87 roughly for a 2.5 litre brilliant white, the one I used, some might think it's a tad expensive, but if you look on the market at other high-end multi-surface paints, it's probably in the same price bracket. What would I do to improve it? I'd maybe let it dry a little bit quicker because it took quite a few hours before it went off, and I'm always dubious about obviously things floating around and getting stuck to the paintwork, or it raining maybe an hour or two after you're finished and it would get damaged. So maybe it's a little bit speedier on the drying time, might be an improvement. I'll give this product an 8 out of 10, basically because, like I said, if the drying time was a bit better, but everything else about it, the coverage, the high gloss finish is outstanding, and yeah, overall it's a really good product. So I hope you enjoyed this review. If you'd like to subscribe to the Decorator TV channel on YouTube and hit the bell button at the top of the screen, you'll be notified of all future reviews by the team. And please feel free to leave any comments on this product or the review, and I'll be pleased to answer any questions you've got. Okay, thanks.